Welcome to the Untitled podcast. As ever, I am the Crafty Minute, and I am joined with the Hudson to my Hicks. Other way around now, Hicks is better. Oh, Hicks to my Hudson.
No, it's alright, I'll be Hudson. I don't mind being Hudson.
He was my favourite.
Game over, man!
Yeah, favourite character. Because that's me in that situation. I've lost. I'm done.
Yeah. I'll be hiding in the vents with you. You're too big. You'll have to stay outside.
Alright, so to keep it on theme, the Gandalf to my Frodo. There we go. Because today we're talking about fantasy. Ooh, sparkly things. So, before we go into fantasy, easy question for you here, Mr. Welsh. What do you class as fantasy?
That's a hard one.
I know.
I think so much is fantasy. We were just talking about Sandman, and that's fantasy to me.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's sort of the instant sort of thought is like lush meadows and hobbits frolicking, and but yeah, fantasy I think is very, very, very wide.
Yeah.
Wide encompassing, Highlander is kind of a fantasy in the first one,
100%,
and it was kind of a sci-fi in the second one.
Yeah, I watched the second one recently. Ooh, that's still loud. They changed the story completely.
I know. It was painful. It was very painful.
Yeah, not a good one. But yeah, so you've got the obvious like sword and sorcery stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, dragons, mythical creatures. But yeah, I'd put Sandman in there. I'd put even weirdly stuff like Good Omens as well. It's got that fantastic.
I haven't seen it yet, so I couldn't say. But,
very, very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got that fantastical element. Can you have like fantasy in a modern setting?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's magic involved.
Oh, okay. So is that like a key element for you then, for fantasy?
I think so. Yeah. So it has to be something sort of not of our world, but not aliens, because then it's sci-fi.
Okay. Yep. Well,
so something Yeah.
So in that case, Star Wars, is that fantasy?
See, I would say not. But I know a lot of people say it is.
Yeah, me and my friends, we've always coined it as sci-fantasy.
Yeah.
Rather than science fiction. But yeah, okay, so yeah, fantasy then. So what we're going to be talking about is our favourite fantasy sort of media, games and things, how that can influence the hobby as well, and various models and things that we like in the fantasy setting. So start off with books.
Books, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first then?
Well, the obvious one is Lord of the Rings, because it gave birth to fantasy as a genre. I would also put a personal favourite of mine, C.S. Lewis, and the Narnia Chronicles. But yeah, after that, there's plenty of stuff like you've got the Patrick Rothfuss books. You've got Song of Ice and Fire, obviously, for that more of gritty. What was that face? No, are we not?
Sorry, did you say gritty or shitty?
Oh! Are you basing this on the books or the show?
I've read the first book.
Okay, the first book's tough.
And it was sort of like, no, that's enough.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
yeah. No, I'll give you that. It is a tough read. Yeah. A book, what was it? Feast of Crows was my favourite in that series.
Right. Okay.
So far, if he finishes it. But yeah, Feast of Crows is good because it was all political intrigue and dastardly deeds, and a nice bit of the magical side of it as well.
Right. I had a little bit of troubles with Martin's stuff because he introduces so many characters, and I have trouble keeping track of names then, and it's like, who was that one again?
Yeah.
Obviously the series you can see a face and you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know that person.
Yeah.
But in a book, it's a bit harder.
That's fair. I mean, the first time I read the first book, I actually had to have a notepad with me, writing down names like, who's this one again?
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got like, is it Philip Pullman? I can never remember. Is that his name? The Dark Blade series. That's a nice fantasy.
Right. Okay.
It's a weird one for me. So I'll read more sci-fi, but I'll watch more fantasy. Like I love stuff like Conan as a kid. Watched that as a kid.
Yeah.
Recently read the books and realised how much better they are than the films. Okay. They are really nice.
Right.
But yeah, so I bet yourself for books.
Okay, so David Gemmell, my favourite writer.
Yeah.
I reread his books, as a comfort thing almost. It's my happy place.
Yeah.
But I like Stephen King, so I like the Gunslinger novels.
Good shout. Yep, Dark Tower.
Yeah, which just we won't mention the film.
No, man.
Hopefully, the series will be better. Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
So who else do I like? Can't actually think on the spot who else I like. Gemmell has always been like the guy who's always been there, so it's But yeah, I think Stephen King is really good at doing sort of that off the wall fantasy, not quite fantasy stuff. It's
Would you class Bernard Cornwell? So when he does his it was a TV show on Netflix, like Vikings. Oh, it was something of Bedabur. What was it bloody called now? Last Kingdom. Something
all
like
right. Yeah, I saw a bit of that, but not too much. So
because I know there's no magical stuff in it, but it's that medieval setting.
Yeah, and it's got that sort of how do I put it? Sort of be scared of what lurks in the woods type of atmosphere in it. It's, very sort of primitive man being scared of his surroundings type thing. Yeah, I would say that is kind of fantasy, even though it's it's historic.
Yeah,
but I'd say that's fantasy because there is very much an element of that sort of. There's something out there, and what have you. It's not. If it's not strict history, I think it's edging towards fantasy generally. Robin of Sherwood. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So there's. And do you find that books will inspire you with your hobby at all?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we said before, everything inspires you. You take on certain things, and even if it's reading, you can picture a character, and you think, okay, that would make him. I got this miniature, kind of looks like him actually. And you paint a miniature, maybe looking like a character you've read about but you've never seen. So yeah, I would say that inspires you then to paint it. Yeah, definitely.
I think with it'll be for me. It's more the visual media inspires me more, which we'll get onto.
Yeah.
Books. It's the weirdly. So I've got I play the Song of Ice and Fire strategy game. I've got a Lannister army, and what I like to pick that is all the miniature sculpts are closer to the book than they are the TV show ever was.
Yeah.
And so I painted even the character cards. They look like how the book described them and things. Yeah. So I painted them like that.
Probably a licensing thing.
Yeah, but I found it was quite refreshing. In trying to nail it to how the book described a character and like the uniforms and things.
I'm never very good at sort of trying to copy what I think or what I see. I'm not that type of painter generally, so it can inspire me to like, oh yeah, those are good colour schemes or whatever,
Yeah.
But it wouldn't really make me think, I'm going to try and paint this person as a character from a game, because I'm not that good a painter. So it's, it'll give me an idea and I'll run with it, but I won't be trying to get like a photorealistic miniature of that person, Yeah,
no, that's fair. I quite like the, what's that series? Oh, it was just there on the tip of my tongue. I'll have to put a cut in here and just do awkward silence.
Just fumbling around.
Fuck, what was it called? Yeah, that's gone. That's been lost.
That's completely gone.
At the grey matter. Bye bye. I can't remember what that.
It was something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it might come back to me.
Probably not.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. So supportive. Right. Okay. So. Visual media, so I feel like this is probably going to have a bit more for both.
This is a lot more. Yeah.
So obvious one, and again, the Weta Workshop stuff in Lord of the Rings is fantastic, absolutely amazing. every race felt like the way. I mean, they said this in their briefs. Like everything had its own story and style for each race, and it just works.
Yeah. Definitely, because I think a lot of it was that even stuff which wasn't going to be on camera, they still made it, so it was still in the world.
Yeah.
So it added so much then to, I think, the actors as well acting in it. They all knew what they were acting as because they had so many wonderful props to use, and it's. Yeah. And these things were like real because they were there. It wasn't like oh look, there's a green box and that's my horse or whatever. Which it can't be easy as an actor to try and be enthusiastic about climbing on your green box and riding around.
I remember because I'm a bit of a nerd, so I like watching. I've got all the extended editions, and I watch the appendices discs every so often. And just little things like the books that are on the shelves are fully written in all the languages. And you never see that on camera. The characters don't even interact and flick through, but the fact it's there and they're playing off that, I think it is just absolutely amazing. The detail.
And like visually, it's just...
Yeah.
I know it's an old film now in comparison to, whatever.
Well, it's 20 years old.
It's spring chicken. But, we'll say it's old. But like the effects in it just stand up so much better than anyone that tried to do digital effects 10 years ago, let alone 20 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
They just look so good. And even if I think you had a different idea of what the Urukais were going to be or what something was, now I think you'd have troubles thinking of anything other than what Peter Jackson Urukais looked like, or what they're just burned into our brains, those images, because they were so good.
Yeah, definitely. It's that one of my favourite aspects of that was the actual orcs themselves. They weren't this sort of traditional hunched over ape-like monster that you see, or you would have seen in most stuff before then. They had this intelligence about them.
Yeah, I think they were much more as Tolkien sort of meant them to be. Cause, the thing with Tolkien was orcs and goblins, the names were interchangeable. There was no difference between orc or goblin.
Yeah.
So, I think people now are kind of thinking towards Warhammer, say, these orcs are these big, huge...
Yeah.
What we would have called trolls, like, a few decades ago. But... Yeah, so I think that sort of true orc or true goblin, I think, was a much better fit, and they looked much better because they looked like a race of creatures, not like just a monster, which 40k orcs look like monsters,
Yeah, it's a shame because they're actually one of my favourite factions in terms of the lore.
I don't mind the miniatures, but to me they are monsters. They're not a race,
Yeah. Okay, so other films. So for me, as a kid, watching Conan the Barbarian, the Destroyer, and even Red Sonja, that sort of sword and sorcery, and then even things like Krull.
Yeah.
Which I'll put things up of these films so people can go and check them out. Yeah, like that completely influenced me as a kid for that fantasy. Yeah, Krull.
Conan the Barbarian. Lady Hawk I liked when I was younger.
Yeah.
I liked Rutger Hauer, so anything he was in, I would watch, even if it was like, and of course you had a young Michelle Pfeiffer in it. So trying to think what other fantasy films.
Even the more comical. So Eric the Viking, if you ever seen that.
I loved Eric the Viking.
So good. Time Bandits, like even that stuff.
Yeah. My daughter, for the first time, watched Labyrinth last night.
Oh, wow.
So she was like, wow, that is freaky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was a very trippy film. But,
that and Dark Crystal.
Yeah. I could enjoy Dark Crystal for the visuals. I just could never really lose myself in Dark Crystal too much.
Okay.
I'm not a great one for like watching puppets, and cartoons, etc. I have troubles immersing myself in that sort of thing.
Okay, interesting. Because I quite like the puppet stuff.
Yeah.
The idea that someone's created this, and it's really like, if I was to go into the screen, I could touch it and.
Oh yeah, creative wise, I could, that is amazing. You know, I think I would like to see these things, but if it's like using media, it sort of disconnects me from being in the story. Me, because I'm looking at the puppet and I'm thinking, that's a cool looking puppet, and it's not. Yeah. The story is brilliant,
Yeah. Other films.
Willow.
I have one issue with Willow, and that's the newest series. Fucking killed that film.
Yeah. What series? I sorry, it's gone.
Yeah, they milked that cow and killed it. No, but Willow, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, there's. I'm trying to think. There's bound to be other ones that I'm not thinking of right off my top of my head. But yeah, I was a big fantasy movie fan, so I probably watched near enough all of them, like Beastmaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Iron Warrior.
That's not one I know. I'll have a look for that. Really? No, come on, it's got to be good. I'm going to have a look. Iron Warrior.
It was a very 80s movie.
80s. Oh, whoa. Okay. Right, the poster for the film.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's...
I think it was one of the sort of... the shocking Italian type movies.
100%. That is...
Yeah.
Oh, that's Hero Quest in film, that is.
Sword and the Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the one? And they got this little elf dude in it, and it's the Magnificent Seven in fantasy form. Oh, bloody hell!
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have a look for that.
Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, I can't even think now what it was. Yeah, this dude with his magic sword, and guy with a repeating crossbow, and I think Jack Palance was the baddie in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. God, hang on. It's bound to come to me, or not. Hang on, let me do a quick search.
Yeah, I'm having a look for it myself. Yeah, because that sounds pretty cool.
Hawk the Slayer.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yep.
That was the one.
That's a good one.
So there was a lot of B-movie fantasy movies which, as long as you could fill in the blanks, which obviously the age of the movie couldn't do justice for, as long as you could fill in the blanks, I think they were okay movies. They were fun, brainless, romps. Typical 80s, with people losing their clothes for no apparent reason, and
yeah,
weird things like that, But days gone by.
Good stuff, man. And as we mentioned at the top of the episode, the Highlander, of course, as well.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, so good, so good.
Like I think both of us have mentioned in the past. Going back to it now is a problem.
Yeah.
But the trouble is Kurgan, played by Clancy Brown, is probably just the perfect baddie. It's like every other baddie is just going to try and be Kurgan.
Yeah.
And he's just brilliant.
No, it's such a good film. Such a good film. Yeah. Weirdly, I would put, because it's okay. So it's not. If we're going to say magic.
Shit.
Nope.
Sorry. Yeah, my cat just ran in. Go on.
Yeah. If we were going to say magic sort of has to be a key component or something magical, then technically this film's a no. But the cat. But Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves for me as a kid.
Right.
Kid growing up, love that, and Braveheart and.
All right, yeah, I liked Braveheart. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, not so much.
Oh, what is wrong with you? No!
No. Kevin Costner as Robin Hood was like, he's too old. Even as a young man, he was an old man.
So good, that film.
And Christian Slater in it was like, he's playing like a modern character
he was
in Robin Hood times, and it's like, no.
But Morgan Freeman and Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
I mean, both just fantastic.
Well, Alan Rickman running full wild.
Just do what you want, Alan. Go for it.
Yeah. Go for it.
And actually, that's just reminded me, Princess Bride.
Oh, I love Princess Bride.
It's just so good. And even the sort of homage to it, the recent one, Your Highness, with Danny McBride in. It's very good.
Don't think I've seen it.
It's a lot ruder and a lot more swearing and stuff, but it's good. It is a fun film.
Well, you know, I'm prim and proper, so that might not be for me.
But yeah, Princess Bride as a kid, that was
amazing. Yeah, I think I actually went to the cinema to watch that.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it Princess Bride? Princess Bride? What?
Yeah.
And the person behind the figure says, I don't give a shit, just go in. And
then I'll tell you one last one, actually, and it's only because I've recently found it in my DVDs and I'm going to be watching it over this next week. Never Ending Story.
Okay.
I am hoping that film holds up because the nostalgia I've got for it.
Again, because I've got like kids, obviously I've seen it probably more recently than you have.
Yeah.
And
No.
Yeah, it was brilliant. You'd love it.
Oh, why did you do this? You hurt me, man.
Yeah, you know. But, you know, there is a big slimy giant slug snail thing in it. So, you know, you might like it more than most would.
The rock monster. I remember being terrified by the black wolf.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just as Atreyu dies. And, so good, man.
Yeah, I like the way sort of Ash described Rangers of Shadow Deep. The Shadow Deep as the blackness from... from Never Ending Story, which I thought that's quite a good idea actually. You know, this just wiping out the world as it goes. You know,
definitely. But yes, for me, visual definitely plays more of a part with painting and things and the hobby. Just because there might be something I see, like I love, and I know it's historically completely inaccurate, but you know, Braveheart. I love the look of the Scottish. And they are all just... They're basically just souped up bikers with the bits of leather everywhere and stuff.
Not a single knight in the lineup, but you know.
William Wallace, not on a horse, in full chain. No.
Because the Scottish, you know, they're all primitive apparently. And I do like the way that, you know, the Welsh, you know, we're on the wrong side in the movie. You know.
I love that sort of stuff. Yeah, because I would put some of the historical medieval in there as well for like inspiration and colour schemes and things.
Yeah. So, like Excalibur, I think, you know, is another one that was beautifully, you know, and like even Armourers say like that was the nearest film that has got it right, you know, compared to some more modern movies where, you know, the actors have to look beautiful and be able to move.
Yeah. No, that was a beautiful film. Even Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Yeah.
For that as well. It's Tim the Sorcerer. I've actually had a character I painted for a D&D campaign. It was basically Tim the Conjurer.
Yeah.
I love Python.
I'm not a huge Python fan.
You are from the British Isles, aren't you?
I know, it's terrible. I know.
It's literally tea, fish and chips, and Monty Python are the triumvirate in this country.
I know, but I'm Welsh, so I'm allowed to be an outlier.
We need to get back in, start building more castles with you, like.
Invade them.
And then, actually, you know what? Weirdly, so watching back some of the when I was editing our podcast, and you were saying about the Roman fort down the road and the natural history it's around. So that's something we in the British Isles can tap in as well. Bless you.
Let me push the door too. Bless you. Even the crafty mini you that one.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh dear. Powerful sneeze, that one.
That's impressive, man. But yeah, so the fact that we have that at such ready accessibility as well.
Yeah, and like even our castles and what have you, you know. So like a lot of modern films are filmed in the castles because hey, they're there. Why not use them? You know, it's cheaper than building one.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a nice, especially like if you're. I've used like pictures of castles and things when I've tried making terrain because I don't do a lot of it, and there's a lot of inspiration there as well.
Oh yeah. You know, I think trouble is like a lot of films now have like done castles as they are now and think them that was what the castle would have looked like in its prime, and of course that's completely wrong. We know that now.
Yeah,
you know, they plastered the walls. They weren't that bare rock that everybody is seeing. You know, it was nice. It was something to show off their wealth, etc. It wasn't just a big stone citadel to protect them, etc. So.
No, definitely.
And I think modern films and all have made us sort of forget that these were homes as well as defensive structures, So in that way, I think movies have done us a bit of a disservice by teaching us the wrong thing,
Yeah, that's fair. Looking at you, Ridley Scott.
Well, Ridley Scott, his armor is terrible.
Have you seen the new Gladiator?
No.
Yeah, there's a beautiful shot of the sort of city walls right on the edge of the water. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. They've got the correct boats. The camera pans. Trebuchet. And I am that sad bastard who sits in the cinema and goes, "The fuck? Well, that's not right."
Stand up, screaming at the screen.
Right. Well, that's just took me out of the film. That's not historically accurate.
I'm not quite that knowledgeable, so if I saw one, I probably wouldn't be so grievously injured.
It's about 600 years out of date. Well, that's a future tech. And things like it's a slight aside, but the Napoleon film.
Yeah.
Some of the battles are just like there was never a battle on a frozen lake.
Yeah.
You've just put that in because it looks cool, which is fair enough. But don't sell me the film that it's historical.
Historical,
because it's not.
It's like what's the one with the last something or other? It was the night one, and oh god, Matt Damon was in it.
Oh, The Last Duel.
That's it. Like some of that, it was like the armor was. Even the armorers, like I am the person who watches programs with armorers. Watch the programs to say how accurate they were, and all of them were like, "Oh my god, why are they wearing open helmets?"
Yeah.
If you can afford it, you're going to cover your face.
Yeah, it's. I get it. You've got to have an artistic license.
Yeah, but Matt Damon, of course, can't cover his face. Why would you want to cover Matt Damon's face? Yeah. He just took half our budget.
Yeah.
But you do have to kind of willing disbelief or whatever. Yeah. Suspension of disbelief.
But then weirdly, so an armour piece like that helmet, which we know historically is a no, but that would actually then inspire a sculptor to do something similar. Then you get this cool looking miniature. You're like, oh wow, I like that.
In fantasy, it works.
Yeah.
But don't try and sell it as historical.
Yeah. This is
as long as you're not coming into it being like, oh, look at me, I'm historically accurate. I think then you can sell what you want because everybody's like, yeah, fine. You want Red Sonja running around in a steel bikini? Fine, it's fantasy. We don't care.
It's on the subject of steel bikinis. Xena, the Warrior Princess, that count?
Okay, yeah, that is fantasy. Yeah, because it's mythical. So
okay, cool.
Not that I ever saw it, but
I watched a little bit of it because of the crossover with Hercules that was always going on.
That was the reason, was it?
No, genuinely, I love Kevin Sorbo. I think he's brilliant.
Sorry, the way you dismiss Xena, I like Kevin Sorbo.
Okay, attractive lady in leather armour or a muscular man?
Yeah.
To be fair, as a kid, I looked at him and went, that's the barbarian off the Hero Quest box.
Yeah.
Because at the time, that's all we were playing.
Yeah, I never saw Hercules either, so I can't comment too much about it.
I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, it always felt a little bit like Carry On Hercules.
Yeah, it's not the best. But as a kid, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
This podcast is literally going to be two old blokes bashing stuff.
Bashing everything, yeah. All right, then. TV series, then. Seeing that you've gone on to it. Fantasy TV series.
The first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, where they had the books to rely on.
Yeah.
So at the end, it got crap.
I still haven't seen the last season because I just like...
Oh, don't.
I lost interest sort of halfway through the season before last, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. They completely rushed it, and then you could tell they had no material either.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like the look, and I like I think it's because I've my role play background as well. That I like the world building aspect of that.
Yeah.
And you can see that each of these houses have different lands that are geographically different and different armours and things.
Yeah, whatever you say about Martin's writing, yeah, the world was interesting and it did feel lived in. It didn't feel sterile at all.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Again, Game of Thrones, I didn't mind it to begin with. Much like The Walking Dead, I think 2 seasons would have been enough.
Yeah, Walking Dead was a weird one.
But yeah.
We'll have to do a zombie episode because
we'll have to do horror and what have you. But other TV series, The Witcher.
Yep, season 1 and 2.
Season 1, yeah.
Season 2 was a season.
So, what are you? Did you like season 1 or season 2?
Oh, 1. 1's because Geralt was the main character.
Yeah. And as much as people seem to hate it, I like the fact with season 1, it was sort of Geralt just wandering around killing the monster of the week.
Yeah.
You know, and I loved that. That was brilliant. You know, that's what The Witcher was. You know, he is a dude that just wanders around killing things and and romping away. I felt like when it was starting to get a bit more trying to be it's sort of like this political intrigue about the wizards being, all scheming against each other and all, and it just became like, let's get back to The Witcher,
Yeah. I mean, I even like and I've got it on DVD, the original Polish TV show of The Witcher.
Okay.
And you know what? It's hammy. It's that mid-90s, but it's good. It's still fun to watch.
Right. Okay.
And the dubbing's a little bit bad. But no, it's still a fun watch, that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say, like, obviously, like you've mentioned, Sandman, definitely.
Yeah. Sandman's good.
I'm sure some...
So, about the last episode of Sandman.
No, not seen it yet. I'll tell you what, House of the Dragon.
Okay.
The first... I've not seen season 2 yet. The first season was a lot... In terms of just a TV spectacle, was actually a lot better than Game of Thrones.
Right, okay.
And if for nothing else, watch that for Paddy Constantine.
Okay.
There's this particular scene when he comes back from Elders, walks in that throne room. I was in bits, man. So good.
Yeah. I haven't seen that, so I think Game of Thrones has kind of turned me off a little bit to anything that's sort of remotely connected to it now. It's like just switched me off to it, so it's a hard sell for me.
That's fair. That's fair. A lot of the more recent stuff. There's a particular one on Amazon I won't talk about. It's not because it's nothing to do with J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay, I got. Okay.
Oh,
we're gonna come to fisticuffs, yeah.
You cannot defend that show. Come on.
I can. Okay. Right. Let me think how to word this without killing off every subscriber of my channel. Right. So, the props are terrible. How much money they put into it is obscene for what they've got out of it. But if you're not a huge Tolkien fan and you just want a fantasy story, I think it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
But if you are a Tolkien fan, you're going to hate it.
Yeah, like if they'd have gone Amazon's fantasy show, not a problem. Don't put Lord of the Rings on it.
No.
It's nothing to do with it. The characters aren't in the right places at the right times.
Yeah.
You've also just changed half the storylines and just gone, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I think we're going down the same thing as our problem with historical movies not being historical.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing with the fantasy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't know whether is it because it is Tolkien, it's more protected almost. Because it's the grandfather of fantasy.
I think definitely so, because like the Shannara series, no one really gives a shit about.
Yeah.
They changed so much in that, it was like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's... I mean, there's some good bits in it, but a lot of the acting was just cringing. And again, like you said, the amount of money, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
But,
and like some of the actors in it are decent actors. Like they they've been in decent things. I think it's just all right. Without offending anyone or anything, it's a very woke program.
Yeah, I think this is an issue. Put modern day politics in stuff. If it's about modern day politics, it's fancy. I want to escape the world.
Yeah, I'm not saying that as in like a black elf or whatever. That's fine. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
It's not stuff like that. It's just there's certain things in it that you think that's a comment on today's society. That's nothing to do with what the story is meant to be telling me. You know.
Yeah, it was the big one for me was turning Galadriel into a she-boss. Because she was, for me, she was the best elf character. She was a she-boss in her own right, but it was because of her femininity.
Yeah.
And you turned her into a bloke. I was like, not...
It's that sort of, in order to have a kick-ass boss, you have to be able to, like, have this barbarian fighting, killing things. And it's like, no, that wasn't Galadriel. She was a smart one. She was the magic user. She was, she wasn't running around beating people up, and that wasn't her strength. But for some reason, I think they got very lazy and think, that's the only way she can be a strong woman is by running around chopping things up. And it's like, no.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm not a massive fan, but the Hobbit films, that scene where you've got the White Council fighting Sauron and the Ringwraiths, Galadriel in that she's the ultimate power. And there's no sword swinging. She just shows up and just starts shouting Elvish, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's power.
Yeah, like, take Sam, take Frodo. Like, you don't need to have them chopping up creatures in order to be the strong characters.
Yeah.
And I think that's where one of the parts where I think they fell into that sort of woke trap of, she's a powerful, strong woman, therefore she has to be able to chop things up with a sword.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can be a powerful, strong woman without having to resort to masculine, stereotype, It's...
Yeah. I just think she was another elf lady called Galadriel. It wasn't the Galadriel.
No. And that's what I mean. I could enjoy Rings of Power for watching a fantasy, generic fantasy.
Yeah.
If I removed myself from the Lord of the Rings, which I don't have that much troubles doing, but I can understand that a lot of people would have an awful lot of problems doing that.
Yeah, this is it. And I think, that was more of it. And some of the, it's as good as the Peter Jackson. Because the Peter Jackson stuff wasn't accurate either. I didn't like the Helm's Deep when the elves showed up. I was like,
okay.
You've taken away from the humans now.
Well, yeah.
I don't like the pointy ears though. So.
No, I'm not a pointy eared fan either.
give me, was it 10 dwarves bearded and ready for battle?
100%. Yes, that's definitely my fight. Orcs and dwarves. They're my people.
Yeah. I'll tell you a good film one we overlooked. The Dungeons and Dragons film with Chris Pine. brilliant.
Okay, Thieves. What's one called Thieves?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It was a fun fantasy heist film, but they nailed the D&D magic and
they knew what it was.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to make it a Ridley Scott, rolling epic. It was a fun romp through D&D,
Yeah.
and it worked. It was a fun movie,
I hope they do more because I really like that. I thought it was good.
I hope they do more if they keep doing them like that.
Yeah, keep that style. Yeah.
Not go back to how they used to do D&D movies.
Oh, the Jeremy Irons one.
Ouch. With the dwarves who just like big bearded men walking around.
Yeah, that was. That was so bad, that film.
Yeah.
It comes to something when an old D&D film is overshadowed by Dragonheart, because that's a shit film. That's a terrible.
Sean Connery, you're calling Sean Connery.
It's just he just plays himself.
He does. Grumpy old dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, and Dennis Quaid of all people to be the main star. That was a weird call.
Yeah. Although I do like Dennis Quaid. He's got some good stuff.
Pulis was the bad dude in it, and I like him. So. Pulis?
Yeah, something like yeah. He was good.
Yeah, because he was in 7 Years in Tibet or whatever.
Yes,
he was good in that too. So I like.
That's a good film.
Yeah.
We'll have to just do a film episode. Just
run through all the films we like.
10 films you should be watching.
And 10 films that you shouldn't.
Yep, I could do that list quite easily.
Yeah. 100 films you shouldn't. There you go.
But yeah, okay, so that's books, visual media. What about games? Because obviously we are hobby, we play games.
Yeah,
both board and tabletop.
So board games we start with, because that's the easiest thing. So Zombicide, one of my.
Is it fantasy?
Yeah, it's got zombies and it's got wizards in it.
Okay, so the original.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I'd put
Black Plague. Sorry, Black Plague.
Yeah, Black Plague and what was the Orc one they did?
Green Horde.
Yeah. So yeah, those. Yeah.
So so that's fantasy for me, because obviously you got someone called Baldric in it who is a wizard, which was quite amazing. I love that.
Yeah, that's a definite. Frostgrave is one that I've played a lot and I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
And it is just a ridiculous game, but it's fun.
Yeah, I like Frostgrave. I love the setting. I love the game. Really good game, as long as you're playing the right people.
Yeah.
Well, Rangers of Shadow Deep, is quite a good game, but it's not really a board game. But I'm going to chuck it in.
No, but tabletop game as well. Yeah,
it's a tabletop game.
Yeah. I've actually got a GW entry. Controversial. Well, Curse City.
Okay, never played it.
It was good. So it's it sort of harkens back to the old sort of Hero Quest stuff, but it's just set in the city. It's a nice setting. It's got like a Mordheim feel. But it's not. It doesn't take itself seriously, which I quite like, and it knows its limitations within the setting. You don't have to have vast armies. You've just got 5-6 dudes. And off you go.
Yeah. Nice proper dungeon crawl. Thing.
Yeah. Hero Quest.
Advanced Hero Quest.
Yeah. Never really played it much, but yeah.
I love Advanced Hero Quest is a brilliant game. It just piddles on your Mia Hero Quest.
What? Well, the box art wasn't anywhere near as good. What? No, come on.
Well, it depends. It depends if you like cartoons,
Wow. What's are you all right today, You've?
It's the heat. I'm grumpy. I'm trying to think. Any of the fantasy stuff I got. Not much. Like I liked but it never really did that well, was Mantic's Dungeon Saga.
Yes, yeah.
I enjoyed that game. It was a fun little game. But unfortunately, I think maybe the timing, because was it out around sort of COVID time, and
I think
they didn't back it quite as much as they maybe could have. You know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have one that's, I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as everyone makes out. Gloomhaven.
Okay.
Because that was number one for ages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of issues with that game, but it is a good game. It's a good fantasy game.
Right. Okay. I've played the computer version of it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Even looking at the box just makes me think, oh no, I can't be bothered. I really haven't got that many days to live. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty full on, and it's one of them. You know, like how we said, Rangers Shadow Deep is sort of semi roleplay game, but it never really goes too heavy into it.
No.
I think Gloomhaven, my issue with it, sometimes it goes that heavy into it. I'm like, I'll just play a tabletop roleplay game because I've got more imagination, and you're constraining everything to this box grid of my miniature, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of the game didn't know what it wanted to be, sort of.
Yeah. One that I would highly recommend if you've got a group of people, King's Dilemma. We played that. We unfortunately started that and then lockdown hit, and then we had to finish it at the end. But that was so good. So you each play a house in this fantasy land, and you're the movers and shapers of the council, trying to get your families onto the throne, and you're screwing each other over. And that was a lot of fun.
Right.
Like deliberately keep making sure that the army's fed, because there might be a threat from the north, but then all your peasants and all your common folk are dying of crop failure, and you're like, do we start feeding them? No, we need the army.
We don't need peasants.
It's
stinking peasants. Keep out of the way.
covered in filth. Leave them to it.
Yeah. Ugh.
But yeah, that was a absolutely cracking board game.
Okay.
For me, I'll put in the same category. D&D. I grew up with it. There are better fantasy roleplay games now that I'd recommend, but I think as a new starter as well.
Yeah. Obviously, D&D is a good one to start with because you'll always find a player.
Yeah.
You know. So, and if you say, "Oh, I'm going to play D&D," or "I'm going to play," I don't know, Rollmaster, people are going to be like, what the hell's Rollmaster? I know what D&D is. Can we play that? You know, it's that name recognition. Same with Warhammer and, you know, whatever else you want to think. But, role-playing games, we're going to have to do a whole separate video of role-playing games.
Yeah, there's one in particular I've just started. Oh,
yeah.
It's actually taken Call of Cthulhu off my top list.
Wow.
Oh, it's good. But yeah, so... and yeah, I like as well, for me, if it's a board game that's got some snazzy little minis as well, I can then cross-pollinate and start painting. And
yeah, that's my selling point at the moment for a game is minis, because it's kind of my channel, so I can kind of, you know, review it as well as play it. So, you know, it's a good thing for me. So yeah, generally now, more lately, I've been buying more games that have got miniatures. So if it's got miniatures and it's a fantasy game, I'll probably give it a go.
Yeah. Any others you can think of? Not necessarily games, but is there anything we've missed?
Well, how about computer games?
Ooh, there's a lot.
There is a lot.
So for me, must plays are Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with the expansions, Sword Coast and Throne of Ball, Icewind Dale, and Baldur's Gate 3, all definites.
Yeah, and all got brilliant visuals.
Yeah,
for what they are.
Yeah.
You know, so like the first two, they're old games, but they still had really nice little visuals for what they were.
A lot of charm, and the stories are just fantastic to play.
Yeah. But the new one, wow.
Such a good game.
That was a brilliant game. To be honest, I bought 5th edition D&D because I played that game.
Same.
I never even considered buying D&D before. It was like, to me, because it was the popular one, it was a sellout game.
Okay.
But then, of course, I played the computer game Baldur's Gate, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy the bloody role-playing game now just to see if the character creation is the same, if the what have you is the same.
Yeah, it got me back into D&D. That did, and same thing. I went out and bought 5th edition.
Yeah. I don't actually know where it is anymore, but yeah, I bought it. It's probably a doorstop or something at the moment.
Yeah, I've got so much for that game, and I don't play it anymore. I'm thinking, should I just sell it on, let someone have some fun with it?
Oh, selling role-playing games? That's sacrilege. That's sacrilege.
Oh, okay. I've sold loads over the years.
Oh wow! Oh, ouch! Ouch!
What is it? Is that the same with the board game as well for you?
I've never sold a board game.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Never sold a board. I have thrown board games out.
Strong.
Yeah. Okay, so Talisman, another fantasy game. I loved the original Talisman. Really liked it. Yeah, and then we bought all the add-ons for it.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
And I got so jaded by it, I couldn't go back to the original one. That I got so sick of it at one point, I chucked it all out.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. There was too much added to it.
It just became, you had the city, you had I don't know, there was so many, the dungeons, and it was man.
It was the one that killed the game. We were playing it, and my friend was a halfling thief. Ended up going into the warp. Because there was obviously got the old GW stuff with power armor, a laser sword, and a blaster pistol. Just walking around, going, "Oh, a dragon! Oh, that's dead. I'll just get all that gold." And we're like, "Yep, this is broke."
Yeah, no, it was a good game. It was a good game to stick with the base set. There's not many games I would say that for, but this was definitely one that was like, buy the original box set and like leave it. Do not touch it. Yeah. Don't play any other add-ons for it.
I've got one now. It's I would say it's still fantasy, but it's very niche because it is just involving one type of bad guy, and that's Fury of Dracula.
Okay.
So because I'd say vampires are fantasy, but it's because it's purely you're just hunting after Dracula, and it's a hidden role. So one of you is moving around the board secretly. Okay. And you're and then the other 3 characters are trying to track him down and capture him and beat him in a fight, and that's a lot of fun. And there's the updated one, you get the miniatures as well to paint.
Okay.
Instead of the cardboard sort of standees.
All right. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We definitely have to do a specific one for like board games, etc. Maybe at some point, because I think there's good points and bad points about standees and miniatures. Yeah. And that's kind of a separate subject from the fantasy, but yeah.
Because also with the new, sort of new age of board gaming as well, the box art and the artwork in the books and things, and on the actual maps or boards, whatever it might be, again, there's a lot of stuff there that I can call on when it comes to paint schemes and colours and things. Oh yeah,
definitely, yeah. Like I said before, I do not try and copy artwork onto a miniature, but say like something like Zombicide, I do try and keep the colours kind of in, thing. Yeah. Just because it's easier to tell that, that's that dude on the card, if you go completely different. So I do use that as inspiration, and sometimes the colour schemes then sort of stick with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can use that in this dude as well, because they are, maybe a colour scheme I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah, because recently I did a video where I painted the elf from Hero Quest. Yeah, and I deliberately kept him onto the original colour scheme. And now I'm doing all the heroes, and I'm going to put them on a nice little base for a diorama. Yeah. That was actually quite fun, painting to the game. Colour scheme. Yeah.
Well, and it was not a colour scheme I would have thought of for the elf, to be honest. It's not an instantly elfy look.
Well, you immediately go greens, browns, and it was red predominantly. I'm like, oh, okay.
I watched that video. It was it was an interesting choice that they went for an elf, because like usually GW elves at that point were either wood elves, or they were the high elves with those funny, stupid, I don't know, cardinal hats on.
Yeah.
So then there'd be white and there'd be light blue, and you know that was it. So that was quite an unusual color scheme for them to pick.
It feels almost like a more of a sword and sorcery sort of style.
It seemed very much more like the Warhammer role-playing game sort of color schemes.
Oh, I've never played that. So no.
Another video.
I feel like that's another bashing episode.
Well, I yeah.
I'll tell you, we'll do an episode and it'll just be labelled Untitled Podcast bashing everything. We'll just go on a rant for an hour.
The world's shit.
Oh man.
Old man and a slightly younger man, bash the world for an hour.
Don't like that. Yeah, there's another one. I don't know. Is it sci-fi? I think it might technically be sci-fi, so I'll keep that in for the next episode. But yeah, I'm just having a look now. Any more fantasy stuff?
Well, I got I don't know if it's a fantasy one, but I kind of got a board game. Actually, it's right behind me. Shadows of Brimstone.
Yeah, so that's fantasy.
Is it fantasy or is it horror? Because it's very.
That was my thinking with the Fury of Dracula.
Yeah, it's kind of like Cthulhu-esque type of weird shit happening in a cowboy setting, and I'm not sure if that's a fantasy or a horror, but I'll say there we are, Shadows of Brimstone, because they do have portals in it to other worlds, etc.
Yeah. So, I'd say it's fantasy.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, thinking, especially with all of the expansions that they've got now, it's more of a Stargate than a thing, because like you can go to weird and wonderful, wacky Oriental world. Oh, sorry, not Oriental. I'm not allowed to say that. Asian. You can go to weird Asian worlds and stuff like that. So yeah, but that has got a very unique feel to it. I think Shadows of Brimstone. I don't particularly like the game.
Oh, okay.
But the visual of it is really interesting, because it is kind of a Cthulhu feeling in cowboy era, which is kind of
because it's not technically sci-fi.
No,
but
no,
I would say that's fantasy.
Yeah, so there you go.
But actually, you saying that as for the game, I don't think I'd ever actually play it. But just for the miniatures. And for the ability I could just go and have fun with that is Kingdom Death.
Okay, yeah.
It just looks so cool. I'd have hours of fun painting that off. Yeah.
The thing that bugged me is I watched someone who actually he seems to buy a lot of Kingdom Death stuff, and oh god, trying to think of his name, Obscurity in Miniature or something like that. He's called, and he's bought then he gets out like, oh, this is the new Kingdom Death Monster miniature, and it's like, this is really cool looking. But then he brings out an old one that's meant to be like the thing, and the size creep is like, now the miniature's up here, and the old ones are like, and that would really just pee me off if I spent loads of money on a miniature and these miniatures have slowly grown over time.
It's a lot more. I love the art style of that game though. Just the simplicity of the box, right the way down to the
they're beautiful looking things, and you can tell someone has spent a lot of time drawing this, because they even got paintings or drawings of mats of them, and they're beautiful looking pieces of art on their own before you put it on a box and ship out a miniature and what have you. So
I would as well. I'd like to do a slight plug for another channel, because recently I've been reading up on the game, and I think the game itself I would actually want to play. Right. So Black Magic Crafts Idols of Torment.
Right.
very much my kind of art style, and that sort of that grotesque angels versus demons and these poor souls in limbo, and but yeah, that looks good, man. That looks like it could be a really nice game.
It looks very much like sort of like a Trench Crusade, but like a 1,000 years on from when everything has gone to shit now. They're not bothering fighting over it now. It's like, you know, I think the idea is it's some sort of like fallen like realm or something in it. I think.
Yeah. It's like
with like demons and what have you.
So I sort of watched a video and they described it as your characters are the people in the sort of the middle of this war in purgatory between good and evil, and I mean, a lot of these videos he's done in it are fantastic, and it looks but the rules themselves, I'm like, this actually looks like a good little game. Yeah. I'll probably give it a go.
Yeah, as you know, I don't go quite that dark. But the aesthetic is very. I'm not going to say it's unique because there's a lot of that sort of grim, dark stuff around. But it is. He has tapped into it very well. Yeah. You know, it's almost like a fallen heaven looking. You know, there once was beautiful things here, but now they're all wreck and ruin. And, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And you saying that actually, another computer game because of exactly that is Diablo for me.
Diablo, the first one, or
1 and 2. 3 was all right. It was a bit too handheldy. 4 killed the story a bit, but Diablo 1 in particular as a kid, I loved playing that game.
Yeah, I probably played through the whole thing in about a week or something. Yeah. It was just I could not stop playing that game when I first got that. I think, and you get the butcher's blade or whatever from that first big boss fight that you have. And
because I think with that it was at that point I played a lot of Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. Maybe not Icewind Dale. I don't think it was at the same time. And of course that's quite high fantasy. You're above ground all the time, and it's nice and colourful. And then there was this roleplay game where it was you've got to go into a dungeon and hack stuff up.
Yeah, it's much more grim.
Yeah,
it's a much grimier looking game than
nice,
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. That was I was like, yep, I'm in. Let's go. Let's do this.
That started you down that tainted path.
Oh that's got to mess with the dark stuff. It's fun.
It's fun. Poke your fingers into those dark holes.
Yeah. Get a couple of tentacles and blobs and stuff. I'm gonna, mate. You started this. I'm running with this thing.
Oh, painful.
I've recently bought a load of Fimo clay because I'm going to start doing some sculpting again on the channel. So I'm making something weird.
You cut out a little bit there, and it sounded like you said female clay.
No, Fimo clay.
Okay. I was wondering what that was, but
just my victims. I render them down.
Yeah, just
I make these huge sculptures out of just bits of bodies and.
YouTube, he isn't joking.
Mate, I'm only guilty if you can find the evidence.
Dear me.
They're buried all over the country.
All over the place.
Yep. And the weird thing is, when they finally catch the first one, and they put all the dots, they'll see it spells a message. It's just an outline of me going like that. Can't catch me.
I thought it'd spell out something like "I hate GW." Or GW made me do it.
I don't hate them.
No, of course you don't. No.
Hate's a strong word.
Hate's a strong word, yeah. That sacrificial pit that you're throwing all the GW.
Yeah. Just get annoyed with them. But anything else you can think of added for the fantasy?
Okay, if we're talking like fantasy and visuals, okay, I'm going to try and... Everybody's going to get cross at me because I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. Schlan, whatever you want to call him, the 2000 AD character who.
Okay, yeah. I think it's Schlan.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the visuals of those comics were amazing. I loved the visuals. They're kind of grotesque in some ways. Like his warp spasm when he went into it he looked like, well, like something from Cthulhu, to be honest.
Yep.
But the artwork of that, and I really loved the story, although I can hardly remember any of it now because it was quite a few years ago when I read it. But yeah, I loved that story. I'm not going to try and say the name again.
Yeah, no, I always read it as Slan.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, that's a good shout. That is.
Yeah,
it's been years since I've read that.
Yeah, it's been years since I read it. That's why I can hardly remember it. So, but you have to throw in a bit of AD, you know.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so that was fantasy. We're gonna do a bit of a dive on sci-fi for the next episode. But let people know where they can find you.
So it'd be Welsh Miniature Board Gamer over on YouTube.
And Crafty Mini for myself. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Podcast.